that I did not get a haircut. I just put all the hair back and sprayed it. That way it stays in the back right now. And the reason is because I told you my back, I mean, not my back, but my pelvis on the side here is hurting so bad that I can't even, blow dry my hair and lift my arm up, So that's why my hair's all sprayed back. Anyway, but I did trim my beard a little more, and I'm gonna keep trimming it until I get it right. But anyway, so this is a live stream. So if you're looking for the live stream chat, it doesn't show up for like 12 hours after I've already finished the live stream. Okay, so I'm just letting you, for the people who are watching this on a replay. Now, if you remember, two live streams ago, and by the way, on my channel now, YouTube changed it. There is a section for videos that are pre-recorded and a section for live streams. So that's how you find the live streams. Okay, so just letting the people know every time I do a live stream, you know, where they have to look now. But anyway, so a couple of live streams ago, which I'm gonna, I talked about Nancy Pelosi and that whole thing. I'm gonna rehash that right now, and I'm gonna condense this information because it's a 2 hour video, the live stream, the other one. So this one's just gonna be a half an hour long, hopefully. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna put it all. It's all on cards, the information, and I'm gonna show it to you. That way, it's much easier to understand. Now, um, and that video I'm gonna put on private because it's just 2 hours long. I don't want you guys wasting your time watching that. Um, okay, so and by the way, I'm not gonna uh, talk about all that information in that 2 hour video. I'm going to uh, talk about some of it here, and then another video I'll rehash the information about the why Elvis took the needle on October 28th and how Elvis everything has to do with the needle with that guy. All right. Um, anyway, so anyway, let's get started here. So okay, first let me tell you this Nancy Pelosi thing. And by the way, I was talking about this Pelosi connection because it's got the Pelo in it, Pelo, which connects to where Elvis was born. Elvis was born in Tupelo. All right, and for the people who know my videos, you know that Tupelo has the ELO, and the EL means God in Hebrew, and the O is a crown. So it's got the ELO, and it's got the word two, not the word two, but it's got the sound of two. Because I told you Elvis and Trump are the devil twins. Because Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. Okay, and this is why uh, we don't even know if Elvis's twin died, his identical twin, but either he was sacrificed or they're just saying he died or he actually died. We will never know the whole truth. All right, but real quick, let me set this up before I start showing you the cards. Um, I just want to put the part. Darn it, where is it? Give me 1 minute, folks, to find it here. So for the people just getting in, all right. Like I said, this is a live stream, and I'm just going to show you a bunch of stuff. All right, so let's get started here. All right, so in the suspect in this case, all right, I'm going to be talking about that too, right? But first, let's actually let me just talk about that first. So here, hold on. Let me see if I can set this up properly here. Give me 1 second. Darn it. Let's see if this is going to work. Oops. I didn't even know my face was showing. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Yeah, it's not. I'll fix it in a minute. But okay, so the suspect, his name is David David DePepe. Listen, I told you that the same initials is a code, right? And I told you that he's 42 years old, and the 42 is super important to this puzzle. I mean, I could show you 100 things connecting the 42, but I'm just going to show you that Elvis, he died at the age of 42. And I told you that Seattle's going to get struck on June 11th, right? And Seattle, Washington's initials, SW equals 42. S is the 19th letter, W is the 23rd, equals 42. And Washington is the 42nd state, where Seattle is. So, and this is nothing. This is just like one, little bit of info about the 42 and why it's so important. I've done so many videos about the 42. Anyway, let me... So that's why the suspect being 42 in this connection is important, okay? Because it connects to my prediction, okay, of Seattle being struck. Now, yeah, you guys are talking about the Houston Astros stuff. Yeah. I'll talk about it in the next live stream. Probably Saturday or something, or Friday night. If my pelvis, my hip bone right here clears up. I mean, for the people who don't know, like I said, I have severe pain in my hip, my right hip, or whatever the heck it's called, the pelvis or the hip. Anyway, so let me show you this now. Hold on, I need to get this started here. All right. Give me a minute here. Okay, so remember, Elvis was born in Tupelo, okay? And you see it's got the T-U-P-E-L-O, right? And I told you the E-L means God, the O is a crown, okay? This is before I knew anything. I didn't even think about Tupelo before. I was talking about the E-L and the O before I even knew about Elvis, okay? Anyway, so the two sounds like two, and the P, two P's, like two peas in a pod. PP is 1616, the two P's. P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. So two P's would be 1616, right? And Elvis, he was born in the first month. Trump was born in the 6th month. Okay, and he's born under the Gemini sign, Trump, the 6th month. And Elvis was born under the sea goat, because Elvis is the beast out of the sea. He's the phoenix rising. He's the kraken. Okay, you understand? He's anyway. So he was an identical twin, Elvis. Okay, so you have that connection with the 1/6, and the insurrection was on 1/6. Okay, and anyway, so it's about the two P's, the PP, right? And before I show you, yeah, let me show you this real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. And why is that important? Because, see, when the identical twins were born, Elvis and Jesse, and by the way, this is how the identical twin on the gravestone, because, he supposedly died at birth, Elvis's identical twin. That's how they spell it on the gravestone. So Elvis was born on 1/8. Jesse was born on 1/8. 1/8 equals 216. And I told you on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound. 216, get it? 1616 twice. It's the PP. P is the 16th letter. Two P's, get it? And then if you go backwards, the dates, in the UK, they say the day first and then the month. 8181 is 16-2. That's June 11th. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th. The day I'm telling you Seattle's going to get struck. Okay, and I didn't know this information when I made these predictions. That's why this is supernatural. That's what you know, for the people who are new, that's, there's so much supernatural information, okay? Because I didn't know this stuff when I made the prediction of August 4th being Trump's head wound and Seattle being struck on June 11th. Anyway, it's the 216th day of the year, the 162nd day of the year, and connects to Elvis and Jesse. Okay, that's the 216s, the PP. Okay. Now, is there anyone who didn't understand that? Before I move on, let me just quickly look at the comments. Yeah, if you're new, like I said, you just got to watch from the beginning. But if you have a question for right now, if you understand what I just showed, then I can move on. But if there's something you just didn't understand what I was showing, then just, hopefully somebody else will answer it for you. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's go back to what I was showing here. Hold on. Give me 1 second again to set this up. Hold on, folks. All right, so remember, I told you that, hold on, why is this crooked? Anyway, I told you Elvis was born in Tupelo. 2 P's, get it? 2P, 2PP, ELO. EL means God in Hebrew. O is a crown. Okay, I discovered all this. Okay, you understand? This is not none of this is a coincidence. This was my destiny. Anyway, so Tupelo connects to the Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, right? Peloton. You remember Peloton? All that problems Peloton was having? Okay, and the TON can be like for like Washington, it can be for the ton, and the PELO, like I just said, is the 16 ELO. All right, the Tupelo, or it's the word not backwards, not 16 ELO, the Peloton. Anyway, it's always about controversy. Peloton had all that controversy, you know what I mean? And anyway, so what's the next thing? The next card is, like I said, the Seattle has the C in it, right? Because Elvis is the B side of the C. Nancy Pelosi, okay? And Pelosi almost has the word Elvis. All that's missing is the I, ELIS. It doesn't have the V. But anyway, Nancy Pelosi, or like your eyes see. So you have 3 different types of C's. CC is the 3-3. Elvis had a song called CC Rider. That's what he used to sing in all his concerts. The CC Rider. Because he's the B side of the C. He's the CC Rider. Okay. So that's that. And remember, I was telling you about the 1616, right? And that, hold on. Real quick, hold on. So remember, I was showing you this about the 1616, right? The 216s, or the 16-2, right? Which is Elvis and Jesse connecting to August 4th and June 11th, the 1616. And who was the person that got struck by the Nancy Pelosi story? It's Paul Pelosi, her husband, right? Was the victim, the supposed victim. PP. P is a 1616 again, you see? The Peloton, the Tupelo, you get it? The 2 P's, 1616. All right. Now, from the day Elvis was born, if you go forward 1616 days, Look, from Elvis's birthday, the day the identical twins were born. Hold on. The day the identical twins were born, January 8th, 1935, if you go forward 1,616 days, it lands on June 11th. Okay? 4 years, 5 months, 4 days. And I told you Elvis has been dead for 45 years. It's going to be like that all the way till next year, August 16th. So my two predictions fall in between when Elvis is 45 years old, that he's still 45. So anyway, because, Trump was the 45th president, right? So it's all about Trump and Elvis, I told you. Elvis born in the first month, Trump's born in the 6th month. Anyway, 1616. It lands on June 11th. All right, so that's that. Now, and Tupelo, its area code is 662. It's what am I trying to show? Oh, the two P's. It's like the P's upside down. You get that? It's the two P's upside down, the 66. And I told you the word twin equals 66. Okay, the word twin equals 66. So you have twin and you have two sixes, get it? And the P's look like sixes. Okay. And what's the next card? Like I said, I don't even know what I'm about to show. So, okay. So the Queen's birthday, it's on 4/21, and the Seattle Space Needle opened on 4/21, right? And from Elvis's birthday, the exact day he's born to the exact day the Space Needle opened on 4/21/1962 is 9,966 days. Look at that. It's the 9966. It's what I just showed you with the Tupelo and how it looks like the 66 PP. You get what I'm saying? It's basically like two 66s. You get what I'm saying? And look, check this out. If you wrote the date without the 19, so it's April 21st, 1962, it opened. But if you say it quickly, the date, it's 4/21/62. Look at that. Elvis died at the age of 42, and the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. 162 is June 11th, the 162nd day of the year. Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so now what's the next thing? Oh, let me stop there real quick and ask you guys if you understood everything so far. Is there anybody who didn't understand this? Yes, that's exactly right. Someone mentioned Tupac. That's why Tupac had to go, because he's got the beginning of Tupelo, Tupac, and that's so funny because I did videos about Tupac years ago, saying that it was an unbelievable story, but I never even thought of Tupac being the Tupelo connection. That's a good catch. Never even doesn't even cross my mind. So let me see what we got here. I'm just going through the chat before I move on. Hold on. Yeah, for the people who just got into the chat, you got to watch from the beginning or you're not going to understand all the things I'm writing. Okay, I'm trying to, hold on. Okay, so let me move on here. Hold on. So the next thing I'm going to show, like I said, you have to have spiritual eyes, folks, to understand this. This is not easy to understand. Okay? Now, you know the 15th letter of the alphabet is the O. And I told you the O is a crown. Okay? It can also be a face. It can be a head. It can be a ring. It can be an eye. It can be a egg, you know? And it can be a halo. Okay? So, but the crown is the most important one. Okay? The letter O. And inside the 69, you know, the 69 is in an O, right? Okay. And it's like a twin inside, right? But you know, because it's a circle, the 9 can be the 9, if you turned it upside down, would be a 6. The 6 would be a 9, right? So it can be either a 66 or a 99. And I just showed you that it was 9,966 days to the Space Needle. Okay? You remember I showed you this equation that from Elvis's birthday to the day the Space Needle opened was 9,966 days, okay? And hold on. There's people walking by my window. I told you I live in a small little apartment here. So you see that? It's 66.99. Okay? And look, if you add it up, that's 165. The 165th day of the year is June 14th. You see that? Trump's birthday is the 165th day of the year. Okay. And notice, where is it? Hold on. I want to make sure I bring out the right one. Okay, hold on. And you know the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, right? But if you break it down, the reduced number is 6. And how does that work? 1 plus 5 is 6. That's how you reduce a number, okay? So if the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, it can also be 1 plus 5 is 6. So it can be either a 15 or a 6. And look, the 156th prime number equals 911. You see? You see what I'm saying? Because it's all about the crown. I told you it's all about the O. 156. You see? The 156th prime number is 911. Did anyone... Oops. Did anyone not understand that? And by the way, April 21st, the Queen's birthday, the day the Space Needle opened, is April 21st. April 21st is the backwards of 9/11. It's I'll explain that, which I was the one who first started this years ago. That April 21st is the 111th day of the year, and it leaves 254 days in the year, and the 254th day of the year is 9/11. That's how you get the backwards birth dates, okay? You just add up what the remaining days are. That would be the backwards birthday of 421. 421's backwards birthday is 9/11, okay? Now, so I was just explaining to you about, hold on. So let's go to the next thing. So remember, I was just explaining to you the 15 and 6 is the O. And you know, I told you about Seattle Slew, the horse that won the Triple Crown. Oops, hold on. The horse that won the Triple Crown on June 11th, the same year Elvis died. Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11th, the day I'm telling you Seattle's going to get struck. And a horse called Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, the most prestigious race in horse racing. Okay? You have to win 3 big races in a row in a short amount of time. It's the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and then the Belmont Stakes. It's called the Triple Crown. So look, I told you the 15th letter of the alphabet is the O. And if you break it down, it's a 6, 15 or 6, right? So it's 666 or 15, 15, 15. Look, it's 45. Because I told you Elvis, it's been dead for 45 years. into next year, okay? And next year is when my two predictions happen, and Elvis's birthday is 1/8, and you have the 666, you see? And the 45. Trump's the 45th president. Triple crown. Okay. Did anyone not understand that before I move on? Um, Wait, what are you guys talking about? Um, anyway, so what else? Okay, so let me show this. I only have two more cards to show, and then after that, I'll just talk to you guys for a little while. Oh, it's almost 30 minutes, the video. And 45 plus 18, what I was just showing you, 45 plus 18 equals 63, which makes like the, 6 threes, 3 sixes, get it? Okay, so now, yeah, I appreciate the feedback, letting me know that it's easy to understand. Okay, so now, remember I was telling you, before I tell you this, the people that, the ones who follow Judaism, when they write the word God, okay, they write it G/D. They don't write the O, because they say that it's wrong to write the word God. But really, what they're saying is that the O is missing. The crown is missing. Okay? Do you get it? What I'm trying to say? They write it GD, and GD is 7/4, which I mentioned many times, because I told you Jesus equals 74, Lucifer equals 74. And the reason that Jesus and Lucifer equals the same number, only the one number, not the whole, not the reduced number, not the backwards numbers, just the one number is 74. If you were just to add up the letters of Lucifer and add up the letters of Jesus, they equal 74, right? The reason that Lucifer has the number 74 is because Jesus created Lucifer perfect. And if you're going to create something perfect, you're going to give it a perfect name. So that's why he had the perfect number of 74. And when iniquity was found in Lucifer, because Lucifer thought he was God, he's not God. He's a creation, not a creator. Jesus is a creator. So when he got kicked out of heaven, Lucifer, he became Satan, no longer a 74. He became a 55. He lost 19 points. And that's what this whole Corona 19 was about. It's about the crown, because Corona means crown in Spanish. And the 19 is what he needs to get to the 74. Do you get it? All right. 55 plus 19 equals 74. Anyway, so that's why the 74, that's why they both had the 74. Now, and just remember I was telling you that and by the way, go and watch my video called Lucifer Loses His S equals 19 crown, because S is the 19th letter, and that's why I'm struggling, because my pelvis is hurting. That's why Elvis had not Elvis. That's why Superman has the S, because that's the 19th letter. Okay, that's the crown that he needs. Okay, and hold on, I'm trying to read the chat here. Okay, and I'm getting distracted. Anyway, so you remember that in Judaism they put the G/D. They don't write the word God. They take the O out. Why would you take the O out? You know what I mean? Why do that? Why don't you just put G? You know what I mean? Why do you have to take only the O out? Of God. So my point is that the reason they do that is because they are going to crown their Messiah But see, we already have our Messiah. That's why we can write the word God, because our God is Jesus, okay? Jesus is God, all right? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one. It's one God. Jesus is God, all right? And so that's why they're waiting to crown their Messiah, okay? That's why they don't put the O in the word God. Anyway, now believe me, whatever reasoning they give you, that's not the reason. They won't even write the word in English. That's my point. We're talking about English. They won't write the word God in English. We're not talking about in Hebrew. Okay? So that's why I'm saying that. It's not about that the Hebrew doesn't have the vowels. Okay? It's they just don't write the word God. No, Jesus is God. Jesus existed from the beginning. Okay? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit always existed. All right? Don't ask me that again. All right? That's why Jesus says, I am the beginning, I am the end. All right? He's the Alpha, the Omega. What do you think that means? All right? Anyway, I'm not going to argue that right now. Let me just go to the next thing I'm trying to show. Because remember, they take out the O. So the O is the missing crown, right? So, and now watch what I show you. This is something I've shown before in the past. If you've seen my older videos, this is nothing new. So the word God, okay, this is what it would equal, right? It's either 7, 15, 4, because G is the 7th letter, O is the 15th letter, D is the 4th letter, or it's 7 again, because the 7 cannot go any lower. It doesn't have two numbers. 1 and 5 is two numbers. That's why you can break it down to a 6. The 4 can't go any lower. It's going to be 4. So it's either 7, 15, 4 or 7, 6, 4. Now, so check this out. You know that the Antichrist equals one. Look at this. The words the Antichrist equals 154, and the reduced number is 64. Okay? So 154, 64 is the words the Antichrist. Look at this. In the word God, look what's right there. So if you add the crown, it'll be 15, 4, 6, 4. You see that? The Antichrist is right inside there. And that is why, that's why it's so perfect. I mean, you can't get any more perfect than this, folks. Like I said, I've shown this before. And Elvis died in 77, the year 77. And I told you 9/11 is 156 prime, 156, you see. Anyway, all I'm trying to tell you is that, look, this video is not about this, because you have to go to my other video to understand all this. Because this is, hold on. I think that's all I have. Because you have to watch the whole video to fully grasp what I just showed there. Not this video. I'm talking about the original video I did about it. Now I can't remember the title of that video, but it's on this channel somewhere. Explaining all that. Okay, anyway. So that's basically all I can show right now. All right. And by the way, because you remember I said the word Christ equals 77, and Elvis died in the year 77. And so if Christ equals 77, and if there's a second Christ, that would be 77 and 77. That would make 154. That's why it's the Christ. You see? Because the words the anti equals 77, Christ equals 77. So it's, you see, it's two Christs. That's what that would be like. I mean, it's so, like I said, it's so supernatural, this stuff. And this, by the way, I showed this years ago. All right. I'm talking about on the channels that got terminated. All right. Nobody was using gematria to, just, to get, to bring people to God. They were not. Okay. I'm not talking about Bible codes. That's different. I don't know. I've never seen any of that, so I don't know what they do with the Bible code stuff. But I'm talking about using numbers to bring people to God and make people understand it. Nobody was doing that. Okay. And what else? There was something else I can't remember now. Okay, any last questions? So, like I said, I had the other Nancy Pelosi live stream that I did. I'm going to put that one on private. What I'm going to do is whatever information that was in that I didn't put in this one, I'm going to do, in another live stream later on. All right, or a pre-recorded video. I'm not sure. But again, let me repeat to all the people who are new to the channel, what YouTube has done they've separated my videos now. They put all the pre-recorded videos under videos, and then all the live streams under live. Okay, it never was like that before, so they just recently did that to me. So it totally messes up the order of my videos now. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't really look into the eclipses. All I know is that Trump was born under a blood moon eclipse, and it just so happens, under the day he's born, it was a blood moon eclipse. And also June 14th is Flag Day also, and it's World Blood Donor Day. Can you imagine? It's not just Blood Donor Day in America, it's World Blood Donor Day. His birthday. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so but definitely, there's always going to be predictive programming, folks. Like I said, I always show you guys the predictive programming when they have it. But when I say big story, I'm talking about like a 9/11 type of event or something even much more spectacular than that, all right? Is going to happen in Seattle on June 11th, okay? But there can always be predictive programming events. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the other day when they, when they had that stampede or that whole Florida, water event, because I told you Elvis equals water in gematria, water equals, and Elvis also equals reset. It's the same numbers, okay? And when I say that, look, folks, when I say it equals just one thing, let me explain to you what I mean, all right? Uh-oh. Now I wanted to write something. I lost my pen. Can't find it. That one doesn't work. Yeah. Anyway, so Elvis, every number of the word Elvis equals the exact same as every number of the word water. And also Elvis equals the exact same as the word reset. And why is this important? Because see, when God reset the earth. And when I mean reset, I mean when he flooded the earth, he used water. And what did he do? He reset it with Noah. He used. So it was Noah, flood, which is water, and and um, and it was a reset. Water reset, water, flood, water reset Noah. Right. So Seattle. Okay, you have the sea connection. SEA is the water. Uh, and you have the word EL in there because I told you Seattle's anagram is EL state. It's the exact letters, EL state, okay? It basically it's saying the state of God. So you have the God because God flooded the earth, right? You have God, you have Elvis, I'm saying is connected. Elvis equals water and Elvis equals reset. So you have the water reset Elvis, L state, Seattle, which is God state. And where's the Noah? The Noah is who Seattle's named after. Is Seattle named after Noah?
According to cs.mcgill.ca, Seattle was named after Chief Self, high-status man of the Duwamish and Suquamish tribes.
Yeah, it says it right here. Was Chief Seattle named Noah?
According to Wikipedia, Seattle was converted to Christianity by French missionaries and was baptized in the Catholic Church, with the baptismal name Noah, probably in 1848 near Olympia, Washington.
You see what I'm saying? So and so his name is Noah, the guy who's named after Seattle, you know. So think about how like unbelievable that is, right? And and I was the first one to show everybody this that uh was Seattle originally called New York? Was Seattle originally called New York?
According to Seattle.gov, white settlers came to the Seattle area in 1851, establishing a town site they first called New York, and then...
See? So, and New York is where, you know, the first 9/11 happened, Manhattan, right? So you see how it all connects? Do you understand? All right. Yeah, and somebody's, you know, talking about Oz, you know, like the Wizard of Oz connects to the Emerald City, which is Seattle. Emerald City's, you know, Seattle, that's what the nickname is. Uh, and isn't that crazy? Which I've always been talking about was the Wizard of Oz, because Elvis is the Wizard of Oz. Trump is the Wiz. Okay, he's like the baby Wiz, the baby wizard, you know. But Elvis is the Wizard of Oz. Now, who's in the news all the time? Because I did a story about Dr. Oz years ago, how he brought someone back to life at an airport. Because I was connecting it to the Elvis puzzle, right? The Wizard of Oz thing. And Dr. Oz, okay, why is he important to this puzzle, which I've talked about many times? Listen to the date he's born. When was Dr. Oz born?
According to Wikipedia, Mehmet Cengiz Oz, Turkish Mehmet Diz Oz, born June 11th, 1960, known for...
You see? June 11th he's born. You think, folks. What is the chance that I'm telling you the Wizard of Oz is Elvis and he's and Trump is the Wiz, not the wizard, but the Wiz. And he's born on 6/11. The day I'm telling you Seattle's going to get struck. Now let's listen and remember I'm telling you that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Let's see where this Dr. Oz was born. Where was Mehmet Oz born? Not Mehmet Oz born.
According to Wikipedia, residency. Oz was born in Cleveland, Ohio, and raised in Wilmington, Delaware.
You see? He was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Can you believe this? Think for a minute. So you have the 6/11 connection to his birthday. All right? He's born in Ohio. Not only is he born in Ohio, what city is he born in? Cleveland. Cleveland is the 216 area code. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. So you have the 611 connection with his birthday. You have the 216th day connection with August 4th, and he's born in Ohio. You understand? Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland is the 216 area code. So you have the connection to Trump with Ohio and the 216, because that's August 4th, and the 611 is when he's born. Okay? I mean, look, first of all, look, that should shock you, what I just showed you. All right? We're talking about, like, your mind should be blown by just me showing you that, because it's impossible, these coincidences. All right? And anyway, like I said, this is something I've shown, many times. It's nothing new. But yeah, I told you, Trump, that's why Trump says he's the chosen one. Because, see, he was chosen to take the place of the identical twin that was either sacrificed or he's still alive. I don't know. Maybe Trump is the identical twin. We'll never know, but I don't think so. I think that they found this dude and created him, to be Elvis's, to make this Elvis puzzle come to life, They needed an Elvis, look-alike in a way, or, have that same charisma that Elvis had, But of course, Elvis said way more than Trump. There was one other thing I was going to mention. Which is connected to me. I'm going to end the video with this, folks. We got to end the video. Remember I told you that Cleveland is a 216 area code. And what was I going to show here? Hold on. Where is it? Give me a moment to find it. So Cleveland is a 216 area code, where it's in Ohio. And look at this. What is the address on my on my driver's license? I'm not going to show you the number, just the street name. I don't live there anymore, but that's the address that I still have on my driver's license. Look, Cleveland, you see? So think about that. So I lived on Cleveland, okay? And I live in Glendale. And look, it's got the EL twice in Glendale. EL and EL. Look at that. But forget about that. And you know what this place is called, Glendale? Because that's where I live right now, Glendale. Jewel City. The Jewel City. Okay? Now, it's got the Cleveland for the 216 area code, right? Because that's what the 216 area code is Cleveland, right? And where is it? And look at the taxi I was driving, the number 216. You see that? Can you believe this, man? I was driving number 216. You can't, like I said, you can't make this stuff up. It's impossible. And the only reason I have a picture of this, check this out. The only reason I even have a picture of my taxi is because the police, they pulled me over for picking up somebody out of my area, because this is before Uber came, into the picture. You cannot pick up outside your designated area. I was only supposed to pick up in Santa Monica, the beach area, and I picked up outside of Santa Monica. That's what they were saying I was doing. And they have decoys flagging you down, and they took my car, and they didn't arrest me, but they put me in these fake handcuffs and put me in the back of their car, and they took the car. But I won the case in court, because they're a bunch of liars. Anyway, that's the only reason I have that picture of me, and they took a picture of me, in that. But anyway, it's just so amazing, right? And the taxi, the guy who owns that taxi, he, hold on, let me show you what happened to him. Oh, come on, man. The guy who owned the taxi, I lost the picture. I have like thousands of pictures here. Hold on. The person who owned that taxi, I wanted you to see, because this is the paperwork, for the, hold on. It was on Kings Road. You see the person who owned that 216 taxi. Kings Road, you see that? North Kings Road. Like Northwest. That's where Seattle is. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. It's incredible coincidences, Yeah, that is interesting that Michael J. Fox is in the news all the time. Someone's mentioning that. Um, um, and Michael J. Fox is the Back to the Future connection, right? And I showed you this many times. Let me show this again.
Biff
Hold on.
owns a casino.
I can't. So this is a guy named Bob Gale, and he was the guy who wrote Back to the Future, him and another guy. Listen to what he says.
Correct. In part two, when Biff owns a casino and needs to put his name and his picture on everything, one of the inspirations for that was Mr. Trump.
So some fans believe that Back to the Future predicted the 9/11 attacks. Any truth to that, Bob?
Of course, we predicted everything. We predicted the assassination of John F. Kennedy years after.
That's another one. That's another one that's here.
Yeah, we predicted Elvis's death and his resurrection, which hasn't happened yet, but it will. Now, we predicted Elvis's death and his resurrection, which hasn't happened yet, but it will. We predicted Elvis's death and his resurrection, which hasn't happened yet, but it will.
You pieces of... So yeah, don't tell me they're not in cahoots. Okay. All right, folks. Oh man, my back. Yeah, just real quick, for the people who've never seen my older videos, I've shown how there's a song called Elvis is Everywhere by a band called Mojo Nixon. And, Elvis is connected to Nixon. I'm not going to get into that right now. So make sure you go and look at the lyrics, full lyrics. Go to Google, say full lyrics to the song Elvis is Everywhere by Mojo Nixon. And read every single thing, and then you'll know who Elvis is to these people, okay? You can't... this will explain to you who Elvis is. And that song came out before the Back to the Future. Back to the Future came out 2 years before that song. And in that song, it has a reference to Michael J. Fox. It says, because the whole song is about everybody having Elvis in them. Because Elvis is everywhere, Elvis is in everybody. That's what the song is, right? And Elvis, it says, there's only one person who doesn't have Elvis in him. He's the anti-Elvis. And then they say who it is. Who is the anti-Elvis? And when they say anti-Elvis, what are they saying? Because they're taking out the word Christ and putting Elvis there. So the anti-Elvis, they're saying, is Michael J. Fox in the song. That's what they say, that Michael J. Fox doesn't have Elvis in him. And why would they say that? Obviously, they're making a reference to Back to the Future, because Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox was the nemesis of Trump, who is the Elvis character. Because in later in the video, when the Biff Tannen got older, he had the sideburns kind of like Elvis, and Elvis, his original hair color was kind of like sandy blonde. So when I told you Elvis was an identical twin, he dyed his hair black, so he kind of has that Trump vibe. I'm just looking at the chat here. Okay, folks, I got to end the video. Because what's happening is somebody's mentioning something, and it's like I want to talk about that, but yeah, and there's a Needles reference in that. I've shown that, the Needles references in Back to the Future. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. God bless everyone. And there was one other thing. Man, where was it? Somebody mentioned something that made me think. Where am I? Yeah, I can't remember now. Oh, and in that song, that Elvis is Everywhere song, they mention. Hold on. They mention Joan Rivers in that song. It says Elvis is in Joan Rivers, but he wants to get out. Why would they mention that? Why did they mention Joan Rivers? I'll tell you why. Because not only because it has the Jonah reference, because Jonah, because Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days, and came up, out of the belly of the whale. It's like resurrecting. You understand? And it's got the river. It's a water reference, okay? Because Elvis is the beast out of the sea, okay? And that's why they're saying that Elvis wants to get out, okay? Out of all the people they have to name, they name Michael J. Fox, and they say Michael J. Fox is the anti-Elvis, and Joan Rivers, Elvis is in Joan Rivers, but he wants to get out. Come on. Yeah, exactly. I did a whole video about River Phoenix just recently. Just go back a few videos on and you'll see the River Phoenix video. I talked about that, and it's so unbelievable, this puzzle, folks. It's over the top incredible, Yeah, and check this out real quick. Somebody's talking about E.T., because I always talk about the E.T., Elvis Trump, E.T., and that E.T. wanted to go home. What does that mean? He wants to go to heaven, right? Elvis and Trump are trying to break into the holy place, you understand, which is the body of Christ, because he can't break into heaven, but he can break into the children of God. That's what he's trying to do, by us taking the mark of Elvis, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the mark's going to be. But E.T., look at the date that it would come. When was the movie E.T. released?
June 11th, 1982.
You see that? June 11th. I just told you E.T. is Elvis Trump. You see, E.T., and it has an Elliott reference, and Elliott Bay is where Seattle is, and it was 1982. 8219 equals the word Seattle. This is the backwards, 1982 is when it came out. Yeah, that's right. Michael, oops, hold on.
Recording there on.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Jackson uh, married Elvis's daughter. The king of pop married. Why is it so bright, man? Hold on. Yeah, hold on, folks. I can't get this. Yeah, the king of pop married the king of rock and roll, the king of rock, and he married his daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, and someone's saying that he was into E.T., Michael Jackson. That's funny. And what else? Yeah, and pop is the pee-pee, get it? Pee-pee with a crown. Pop. Which if you've been watching the earlier, you'd know what I'm talking about. What else? Man, there's something else I was gonna say. Oh, and you know my channel name is Jurassic, right? That was what I always had was Jurassic Liars, right? When was the movie Jurassic Park first released? Listen. Oops, they didn't say it. Let me just show it to you. Look, it's got my name, Jurassic, but I spell it, differently. But it's mine is Jurassic Liars. Look, came out on June 11th. Please explain to me how these coincidences are possible, because it's not a coincidence. This is supernatural. I'm trying to explain to you that this was my destiny. All right? Just like Neo, the guy from the Matrix, and when he broke the Matrix, Neo, you saw these numbers coming down. It was like a computer, whatever the heck it was. All these numbers started going everywhere, and everything started going in slow motion and whatever the heck. Neo, the guy who's in the Matrix, he's like Hawaiian. I don't know what kind of nationality he is, but he's definitely not Middle Eastern. Okay? Because, I'm from the Middle East. I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, which is in the Middle East, not too far from Israel. And because my mom, she was born in which is now Israel, but it was Palestine before. But right now, that land. So Neo, the guy from the Matrix, is born in Beirut, Lebanon. Please, how? How is this possible that a guy who has nothing to do with Beirut, Lebanon, his mom just happens to be in Beirut, Lebanon on some kind of assignment where she has a baby there in Beirut, Lebanon? Come on. And he's the Matrix dude? It's just too much. So basically, he's born at the same hospital that I was. Okay? Probably the same room, if not many other coincidences. What the hell? Yeah, anyway, folks, I'll see you guys. Yeah, I have connections to twins also, because here's the best part, man. Hold on one second, folks. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Okay, I found my pen. Hold on. Yeah, Keanu Reeves was born in Beirut, Lebanon. That's where I was born. I told you that. I've shown my passport. So check this out. So, I told you that that my brother and sister are twins, okay, and they're born on January 6th, which is the insurrection day, and Elvis is born in the first month. Trump is born in the 6th month, okay? And I told you Elvis died on the 16th day of the year. Elvis died in the 16th state, Tennessee. 16 is the 1/6. You understand? Everything's about the PP, the 1616, the 1/6, Insurrection was on 1/6. The twins were born on 1/6. My sister and brother, Elvis twins, were born on 1/8. Okay, 1/6 is Armenian Christmas. We celebrate Christmas on January 6th. The Armenians, and and the Armenians were the first Christians. Okay, they were the first Christians as a nation, as a people. Okay, and uh, and and when we say who our God is, everyone knows that Jesus is God. All right. You ask an Armenian who is God, they'll tell you Jesus. But they'll also say he's the Son of God, because I told you the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. These three are one. It's one God, right? They were there from the beginning. And when I say they, because this is how it's described in the Bible. It's not that they're three different, three different gods. It's one God, all right? Don't try to explain. That's what this whole thing is, the Triple Crown. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so my brother and sister were the twins, right? So the twins are the O, I told you. Okay. Hold on. And I was the youngest, all right? The fourth child. And my sister, who from birth, her name is Elizabeth, but I never called her Elizabeth ever. What I called her was Elo, E-L-O, because I couldn't pronounce, I guess. That's what they're telling me, that the reason I called my sister Elo is because I couldn't pronounce Elizabeth. But in Armenian, it does mean Elizabeth anyway. In the translation. Shut up. How dare you make fun of me and mock me? My phone started. I guess I hit the live stream. Anyway, hold on. I want you to see what the translation. Hold on. Okay. This way, I'm just trying to prove everything to you guys, all right? Hold on. So look, see? Elo is largely used in Armenian, and its origin is Hebrew. Can you believe this? And it's the name of Elizabeth. So ELO, which I've been telling you that I discovered, the whole meaning of it, and how it comes to be, all this. It's so incredible. So that's what I was calling my sister all my life. Okay. So think about that, folks, what I'm telling you right here. So this is, let me see if I can show this better. I don't understand why it's not working. Why is it not working now? So ridiculous. What is going on, folks? I can't get it to focus. Anyway, so my brother and sister, which are twins, so that's the O, because and they were born on 1/6, which is Armenian Christmas. Okay. And my sister's name is L-O-L-O, get it? And I was the fourth child, you see? And by the way, folks, I'm not saying I'm God. Don't be ridiculous. I'm saying that I'm connected to this puzzle, okay? You don't even know the crazy connections I have. I'm just showing you a few connections. So the E-L is what my sister's name is, E-L-O. L means God, O is the crown, and there's me, the fourth child, you see? Anyway, so what I was, and yeah, I showed how the ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra Band, what is their logo? Look, ELO, the band.
According to Wikipedia, the electric light.
Now you tell me, like I said, what is the chances that they would have the logo? Let's see if I can find a good image of it. No. Unbelievable. The one time I'm looking for a good image, I can't find it. Because you know the top of the Space Needle, you know, if you look from the top of the Space Needle, look at that. ELO, and you have the top of the Space Needle, you see? If it had a needle at the top right here. All right. I'm telling you, this is not coincidences. This is the band called ELO. All right. Anyway. All right, folks, I got to end the video. Oh, before that, let me just tell you a couple more things that connected to me. Since I'm already gone way over, I might as well just... I tried to do a half-an-hour video. Look what's happened. It's an hour and 15 minutes already. So check out the other coincidences. Elvis died on August 16th, okay? My dad was born on August 16th, okay? Check this out. My dad was born on August 16th, and he died on August 16th, 72 years later. So he was born on August 16th, died on August 16th, and Elvis died on August 16th. And what's incredible is that a few weeks or a week or a few weeks, I'm not even sure. It could have been a few days. I'm not sure because I wasn't at the hospital at the time, but he actually died and he was resuscitated. So that means he was either resuscitated on 8/8 or after, because I think it was just 1 week or like a few days. So like, I'm not sure. So think about that, because I'm telling you that Trump is going to get his head wound on 8/4 and come back on 8/8. So I think he died on 8/8, but was resuscitated, but he came back and died on August 16th, which is Elvis' birthday, you know. But anyway, so, and the other connection, is that my mom, she died, I mean, she was born on 4/2, check this out, 4/2 is April 2nd, 4/2, Elvis died at the age of 42, right? Washington's a 42nd state, Seattle, Washington's initials is 42. Like I said, I could spout out another 10, 15, 42 connections. But anyway, she was born on 4/2, like I just said, the 42 connection. And she died on 6/7. Wait, 6/7. Elvis equals 67. Okay, and 67, if you write it out, 67 is the first number that equals 162. 162, the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So Elvis equals 67. My mom died on 6/7. She died in the 14th year, 6/14. Get it? June, the 14th year, 6/7/14. And 6 times 7 equals 42, by the way. And 6/14 is Trump's birthday. So you have those connections. But listen to this. My mom, she was born on 4/2. If you went forward 67 days, it lands on 6/7, the day she died. You know, I just told you Elvis equals 67. So from 4/2, her birthday, 67 days forward, lands on 6/7. And she was born on 6/7. I mean, she died on 6/7. And guess how old she was? She was 84. That's Trump's birthday, 8/4, you see. Okay? And I'm not Trump's birthday. That's the day Trump gets his head wound on 8/4. I'm thinking so much. I'm trying to think ahead. That's why I'm thinking that my brain is just going to tell you what it is. But yeah, she died at 84, and Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? And this is the last thing I'm going to show. Hold on. This is nothing new. I've told you guys this before. But from the day my dad died to the day my mom died, check this out. It's so incredible, like this puzzle. Look. So he died on August 16th, 1997, to the day my mom died on 6/7, 2014. So check this out. Look at the exact days. Because remember, Trump's born on 6/14, right? And the O is a crown. Look at that. From the day my dad died, August 16, 1997, to the day my mom died, 614 with a crown. Look at that. 6,140 days. So it's Trump's birthday with a crown. I mean, what in the heck is going on? You know? Look at that. 16 years. 923. Look at that. All these weird things, you know. Oh my goodness, would you look at this? I just noticed this. I think I've said it before, but I just noticed it myself. Look at that. So you have look at this, 16, right? Because it's 16 years. Elvis was born in the first month. Trump's born in the 6th month. Elvis died in the 16th day. Elvis died in the 16th state. Okay? And look at this, 8219. That's the number of Seattle. Seattle equals 82. And then the reduced number is 19, 8219. You see how unbelievable that is? Unbelievable. All right. Anyway, so yeah, for the people who don't know, I did videos about this guy. I was going to end the video, but people keep commenting, and it's, you know, this way you can understand what they're talking about. This guy who kind of looks like me, you know, he's just a little bit younger than I am. When my beard was really longer and I had my hair down, I kind of looked like this dude if you squint your eyes. And they had this guy come out on June 11th. Okay, and I told you who this guy is. I can't say his name. Go back and watch my video from June 11th. On June 11th, I did a video, and then I did another video of him. He should be on both the thumbnails. A guy with a beard and longer hair, who's got a ponytail or whatever. He was on June 11th making a speech in front of everybody at the March for Elvis, March for our lives thing. But it was really March for Elvis, because I told you Elvis matters, lives matters. All right, it's all about, because Elvis lives, right? And so he was on the news. I mean, and the reason he's important is because his son was a victim. Okay, I told you I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. His son, the reason he was talking at this event, because his son was a victim of something that happened. I don't even want to say the words. His son was born on August 4th. So he's speaking on June 11th at the March for Our Lives, which is Elvis lives. Okay. That's why Elvis's name was everywhere across the earth with the Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. You understand? That's what this whole Elvis thing is about. Elvis was already everywhere. The Levi's, Elvis is with Levi's. You understand? I told you the Levi's is the upside down crown. The logo, Levi's is Elvis. Anyway, so this guy who looks like me, kind of, out of nowhere, you know, they just happen to pick this guy. He's connected. I did a few videos about him. All right, you got to go watch it. It's so incredible. Anyway, his son was born on August 4th. Okay. Yeah, to all the people who are like interacting, with the things I'm saying and coming up with things I've talked about in the past, I really appreciate it. God bless all of you for taking this seriously, because you don't even know how serious this is, folks. I keep telling you that. Anyway, God bless all of you. And um, anyway, that guy, just real quick, that dude, him talking on June 11th at the March for Elvis event, March for Our Lives event, on June 11th, his son on his shirt, it's his image of his son on his shirt. His son's born on August 4th. So you have the 6/11 connection, the August 4th connection, my two prediction dates. All right. These aren't coincidences. All right. Anyway, folks, just like the Dr. Oz thing, what I just showed you a little while ago with Dr. Oz. For the people who just got in, make sure you go and watch from the beginning of this video. All right. You have to watch from the beginning. Anyway, folks, like I said, I left out so many things, and I can't keep talking. It's gonna mess up my throat. And by the way, someone's mentioning Pythagoras, connecting my name in there, which has nothing to do with it. But that's funny you wrote that, because Pythagoras, the word Pythagoras equals the word Washington in gematria. Anyway, folks, yeah, bring that up to me in a different video about the telescope thing. Yeah, I've talked about it, but I don't want to talk about it right now. But yeah, definitely bring it up to me again. Anyway, what else? I think that's it, folks. I mean, like I said, I have so much that I could talk about, but oh yeah, no, this has to be shown. This is too funny. I keep forgetting to show this. No, I'm gonna sit. No, let me show it. This video's never gonna end, man. Who are... So listen, for the people who know the answer to this, don't chime in, okay? Let somebody who doesn't know try to guess. So if you were to see these people, like, what religion would you think these people would be? Oh man, I showed it, darn it. I didn't want to show the... So if you saw like this person or these people, what what religion would you think they'd be? Yeah, but I meant the religion, not nationality. I meant religion. Yeah, you know what I mean? When you first look at that, that's what you would think, right? And you know what the name of these people are? Because my name is Garo, right? Look, so this dude, look, it's the Garo people. That's my name, man. It's Garo people. And look at the way, how? Look at the way they're dressed and everything, right? So there's no way that these people can have something to do with Christianity, right? There's no way, right? Let's find out. Let's find out. What religion is the Garo people?
According to Wikipedia, many of the Garo community follow Christianity, with some rural pockets practicing traditional animist religion known as Sangsarek.
80% of the Garo people are Christians. You can't even make this up, man. What is going on here? You know, Garo people. I mean, what is this? It's like 1.5 million. Let's find out how many of them there are. How many Christian Garo people are there? Doesn't say. How many Garo people are there?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
It's 1.1 million. But that's in 2011. So I don't know. Yeah, that's so incredible that they're Armenian. Not Armenian, that they're Christian. It's just incredible. You know, where did they get the name Garo? I don't even know. I think Garo means hill or something like that. And you know, the word hill equals the exact same as Garo in gematria. Garo equals king. King equals Garo in gematria. Hill equals king, which would also equal Garo. And you know, Elvis is known as the king, and Seattle's in King County. Okay, another great coincidence. You know that my name, that my name equals king. You know, in gematria. Anyway, but since we're already on the topic, let me see if I have it. I don't think I have it here. I don't know where I would have it. No, it's not here. It's too bad. I wanted to show no, I'm just gonna have to finish the rest another time. All right, folks. God bless all of you. I appreciate everyone being here and being patient, and I appreciate everyone taking this seriously because, like I said, it is serious. All right, it's like I said, it's supernatural. It's gonna happen 1,000,000%. I wish it wasn't gonna happen actually, but you can't stop. You can't stop what's coming. It's biblical, right? Because then you'd be calling the Bible a liar if you try to say, oh, don't let it happen. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Because Bible prophecy has to happen whether you like it or not. All right. All right, folks. Finish your conversations. I'm going to give you 1 minute and 20 seconds. Yeah, go ahead and finish your conversations. Yeah, there was more. I was going to show, because my real name, look, Garo is short for Garabet. Okay, Garabet. I was going to show you all the coincidences with that, but I'll show you that in a different video because it's really important. All right. Yeah, to the people saying nice things, God bless you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know. That's so funny because I used to sing that song. I didn't even know what it was, the song, but I'd say, Figaro, Figaro. I don't even know what that means, you know? Is that some kind of play or something, or? Oh yeah, I see the numbers you're putting up there, yeah. Oh yeah, it was an opera. That's right. That's right. No, I did a whole video about River Phoenix. Go and watch it. It has River Phoenix's image on the thumbnail. All right. Anyway, I already went over the 1 minute. I said I was gonna. First of all, I said I was gonna make this video only half an hour. It's been an hour and 30 minutes, and I did, uh, you know, 35, 40 minutes on a different video, and I erased it just now. Um, anyway, oh really? River Phoenix was in a movie that has something to do with Elvis? Now that I didn't know. Tell me what that connection is. You know, because I did. That's interesting. What was that about Elvis? Like, how's that? River Phoenix, Elvis. Oh, he was in a movie called The Thing Called Love. Is that Freddie Mercury thing? I don't get it. Because Freddie Mercury, that song is about Elvis, I think. Crazy Little Thing Called Love or something. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see the reference to it, but I see that it says River Phoenix, The Thing Called Love. But I can't play it because it'll get a copyright. Oh, it's about Tennessee and it's centered around Elvis. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that out if it's on YouTube somewhere, the movie. Uh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot them. I didn't want to mention it. It's not that I forgot his name. I'm talking to the person who's talking about, you know, River Phoenix's brother's name is Joaquin, and that was the victim's son, who was born on August 4th. The earlier was named Joaquin. See, I didn't want to mention it earlier, but but right now we're, because River Phoenix's brother is Joaquin Phoenix. Get it? Yeah, I mentioned that, but I didn't mention it here because I didn't want them to connect. Because I told you, you can never know what YouTube's gonna do. Yeah, Elvis is the walking phoenix. He's the beast out of the sea. He's the, whatever you want to say. Every phoenix, he's the phoenix. Um, yeah. Anyway, folks, like I said, I have so many videos on this stuff. The only thing you have to disregard is whenever you see, like if you're watching any of the older videos, just disregard the connections with the year when it comes to 2022 or 2021 or 2020. You understand? Because I told you that I just didn't know which year it was, but now I do. It's a 1,000,000%. I told you I'm not doing any more videos after next year, after June 11th and August 4th next year. I'm not doing any more videos if the predictions don't happen. They have to happen, all right? Because everything fits perfectly, and there's a reason why it fit perfect this year too, but not like next year, but it fit pretty perfect this year too, 2022, is because it has to do with the fact that Elvis has been dead for 44, 45 years. See, when he started the year in 2022, he had been dead for 44 years, but August 16th this year it became 45, and it goes 45 years all the way into next year till August 16th. So it's 44, 45 for 2022, 2023. And Trump is the 44, 45 president, because Trump is the 44th person to become president, but he's the 45th actual president to take office. Okay, so it's the 44, 45. And Obama's the 44th president, and Obama's born on August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. Like I said, it's all connected. It's a perfect puzzle. And that's why River Phoenix died at the Viper Room, because it's a snake connection. Because I told you Elvis is the serpent. And that's why he was in the Masked Singer. Look, you guys are making me go down a road, man. The Masked Singer was Elvis on the show, you know. Anyway, folks, God bless everybody. I got to end this video. Yes, that's why Kanye's in the news. Tom Brady's in the news. They're both 45. They're both born the same year Elvis died. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate everyone. God bless all of you. All right. 30 seconds, folks. I'm ending the video this time. No more. Don't bring up any more new stuff, please, folks. Yeah. You got to watch from the beginning, all right? Go back and watch from the beginning, the video. And like I said, you're not going to be able to see the live stream chat till like 12 hours later after I've already loaded the video. I mean, after I've already finished the live stream. Yes. I told you no more. Yes, that's right. I've talked about the resurrection statue in the Vatican coming out the same year Elvis died. Yep. God bless all of you. All right, folks. 10 more seconds. No more comments. Please stop. God bless all of you. Appreciate every one of you. And to the trolls, repent, because your time is short. Judgment is coming, folks. So get right. Don't wait. Repent and become a new man, a new woman right now. All right, don't wait. Okay, as soon as you repent and you become saved, you become a new person. You're not the same person that you were the day before. You don't want to sin anymore. And when you do sin, you feel horrible. All right? That's why you do your best not to sin. Okay? But we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but we get right back on the righteous path. You can't stay in your sin, because if you do, that means you are not saved. Okay? All right. So right now, cry out to God. If you're not saved, cry out to God right now and ask for forgiveness and become a new man, become a new person. All right? And you, like I said, you have a different outlook on life. You don't want to curse, you know, and the little things in life you're happy about. You know what I mean? Like just whatever, you know, whatever makes you happy, you see it much better now. You know what I mean? You don't want to do anything. You don't want to get drunk. You don't want to gamble. You don't want to fornicate. You don't want to do anything that goes against what God would want you to do. You know, you don't do drugs. You're not supposed to get, you're supposed to be sober, folks. So if you're getting high off pot, that's not good, because it's still being not sober. Okay? So don't tell me that smoking pot is okay. It's not. All right? Anyway, now I'm going to end the video. Just get right with God. And by the way, if you hear clicking, it's because I'm scrolling with my fingers, you know, the chat. So when you hear some kind of clicking, that's what that's from. Anyway, folks, that's right. Be sober, for your adversary is, you know, roaming like a roaring lion, waiting to see who he can devour. Your adversary, the devil. All right. 20 more seconds. Now I'm counting in my head, so. $15 more seconds. $10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, folks. Jesus is God. End of video. Oh, and remember, you will find this video under the live videos. I told you that it changed the format. There's my pre-recorded videos are under the word videos, and YouTube changed the live streams. Now the live stream videos are under the live. They did it. I didn't do it. So, all right. So that's how you're going to find this video under the live stream videos. Anyway, folks, take care. End of video.